because little becomes much when you place it in the master's hands. Hi everyone, it's Angela from Excel Life Coaching for a Woman. I remembered the words to this song that I learned as a young adult. It is called Ordinary People, and it speaks of how God used those who desire to be used by Him. He puts His plans in our hearts and we just actualize the plans. Our innovative eyes, ears, and hands should always consider future productive steps. Why? Because the Lord is on our side. Are you building what you have already established? Are you increasing your creativity while appreciating what has already been attained? They say hard work pays dividends for your pockets and for any purposeful cause. To build is not simply to secure the wood with nails. It is establishing roots that will last a lifetime and benefit future generations. Building is preparing for the future even when you're no longer around. Hebrews 3:4 says, "For every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God." God plants the ideas of what should be built in our hearts. So I would like to briefly share a few life tips with you using the acronym, you guessed it, BUILD, BUILD. The B in BUILD is for blueprint. A blueprint is what an architect uses to build structures. It is a design plan or model of what is to come. Without a blueprint, a person's ideas and imagination will not exist. Why? Because it hasn't been played out in reality, because it has not been placed in written form. After the Israelites crossed the Red Sea and journeyed in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, God gave Moses a blueprint to share with the Israelites on how they should live. God actually wrote these commandments on a tablet of stone. These guidelines or laws were a model to follow for godly living and practice. Blueprints come in all forms. However, they begin in our minds. In our mind. As Napoleon Hill stated, every well-built house started in the form of a definite purpose and definite plan in the nature of a set of blueprints. So, what is your blueprint? Are you building on what has been already taken place in your heart? Are you continuing what you have started? I hope so. I am. The U in build is for lift or uplift. To uplift is to raise the level of wherever or whatever you are doing. As we build what we've begun, we must sit in the back to observe or even ponder how far we have come and how we are progressing. Sometimes we must take inventory and add what is needed to produce what we are building. Uplifting means to move to higher heights, new developments, and new ventures for a more prosperous future. There's a quote by an unknown author that states, "Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, guess what? It turned into a butterfly." I love that. Maybe the next level up for you could be to be more innovative in your approach. Are you thinking a little more outside of your box by investing in other areas seemingly beyond your reach? Are you hanging with the right people who are like-minded or who are doing the same thing that you are doing, or those who have done what you're trying to do? Are you stretching yourself? Are you developing your weak areas, or do you even know what your weak areas are? Whatever you do, uplift or raise your level of investment. And over time, you will experience the metamorphosis right before your eyes. The I in build is for improvement. To improve is to have a renewed purpose. It is to make or become better. No matter where a person is, they should continually improve themselves. Improvement allows us to reassess our goals and gives us extended passion and further purpose with clear intentions. My faith allows me to improve myself because I know my Lord is with me. Philippians 4:13 tells me that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Keeping my faith in mind allows me to be balanced and purposeful in my heart and mind. Are you improving yourself in every area? Are you living with renewed purpose, reassessing your goals, and reevaluating your passions? I hope so. I'm trying to. The L in build stands for listen. To listen is to understand what God is saying to you. Proverbs 1:5 says, "Let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance." To understand your next steps in the blueprints of your life is to know how your Creator speaks. He speaks softly. He speaks with a quiet, still voice. Noise like people, places, and things must be quieted in your life to hear him speak. Otherwise, you will not receive the benefits of knowing his voice. He speaks clearly through his word and his nature. Can you hear him? The weeds of life must be plucked to allow perfect grass to flow in your heart. He is waiting to share his voice with you. He knows his plans for you. Talk to him. He listens. How about you? The D in build stands for determination. Are you determined to continue the process of building in your life? Is your life valuable to you? Determination means firmness of purpose. Oxford Languages Dictionary says it is the process of establishing something exactly by calculation or research. Do you remember the blueprint we briefly discussed earlier? It can be established as planned through determination. As you determine to fulfill your blueprint set in place, you will find changes for improvement in the process. Raise the level of your expectations, seek further assistance and connection, and listen for the very voice of the one who created you in his image. A little quote from Preppery Quote states, "The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible." Scripture tells us that with God, all things are possible. Therefore, be determined to fulfill your purpose and move fervently. Set small goals. Choose an accountability partner. Invest in further educating yourself and take baby steps, and you will experience fruit worth sharing, living, and fulfilling. I hope you have enjoyed our 5 tips to build. Go to our website at excellifecoachingforwomen.com or excellifecoaching.com. Tap into our services page. You will find all our services and our ebook on decluttering your life. Guess what? It's free when you subscribe. Our next ebook will be coming out shortly, so look for it. I hope to see you again soon. Again, my name is Angela from Excel Life Coaching for Women. Take care.